Good afternoon to all of you. I have an opening statement to make. I'll read the statement and then I'll take questions. I believe the statement has been distributed. Yes. I'm glad to speak to you exactly 106 days after I last spoke to you. As I stepped out and breathed the air of freedom at 8 p.m. last night, my first thought and prayers were for the 75 lakh people of the Kashmir Valley who have been denied their basic freedoms since August 4, 2019. I'm particularly concerned about the political leaders who have been detained without charges. Freedom is indivisible. If we must preserve our freedom, we must fight for their freedom. If we must preserve our freedom, we must fight for their freedom. I'm grateful for the clear and comprehensive order yesterday of the Supreme Court. The order will clear the many layers of dust that have unfortunately settled on our understanding of criminal law and the manner in which criminal law has been administered by our courts. I have never commented on cases that are sub judice, and I shall continue to adhere to that principle. To many of your possible questions on the case, the answers can be found in the lucid order of the Supreme Court pronounced yesterday. In the last 106 days, I was strong in spirit, and I become stronger because of the following. 1. My record as minister and my conscience are absolutely clear. Officers who have worked with me, business persons who have interacted with me, and journalists who have observed me know that very well. 2. My family trusts in God. 3. We have total confidence that the courts will ultimately, let me repeat that, the government is wrong. It is wrong because it's clueless. It is unable to look for the obvious clues because it is stubborn and mulish in defending its catastrophic mistakes like demonetization, flawed GST, tax terrorism, regulatory overkill, protectionism, and centralized control of decision making in the Prime Minister's office. Please reflect on each one of the charges that I've made. In the days to come, I shall speak, give interviews, and write elaborately on each one of them. Nothing sums up the state of the economy better than the following series of numbers. 8, 7, 6.6, 5.8, 5, and 4.5. Those are the quarterly growth rates of GDP in the last 6 quarters. According to the BJP government, these signify Achhe Din. 8 to 7 to 6.6 to 5.8 to 5 and 4.5 is Achhe Din. The third and fourth quarters of 2019-20 are not likely to be any better. We will be lucky to end the year if growth touches 5%. And please remember Dr. Arvind Subramanian's caution that 5% under this government, because of suspect methodology, is not really 5%, but less by about 1.5%. The Prime Minister has been unusually silent on the economy. He has left it to his ministers to indulge in bluff and bluster. The net result, as the economists put it, is that the government has turned out to be an incompetent manager of the economy. Those are the words of the economists. Incompetent managers. The investors of the world and the bankers, the rating agencies, and the boards of directors of companies read The Economist, the Wall Street Journal, and Time. They also pay close attention to numbers. Every number And I repeat, every number points in the direction of a floundering economy. I don't want to overload you with numbers. Here are some numbers. IIP, 4.6 to 4.4 to 3.9 to 2.4. Credit growth to MSME, 0.9 minus 0.4, 2.3, 2.7. Manufacturing, minus 1.2, 1.7, minus 1.4, minus 0.7. Core sector, 4.8, 4.3, 4.4, 0.2. Unemployment, 9.65%, 4.03, 5.14, 7.03. There are many more. You have reported many of them. Just go back and look at your data. The government alone is in denial. Rural consumption is down, according to the NSSO. Rural wages are down. Producer prices are down, especially for farmers. Daily wage earners get work for no more than 15 days a month. Demand for Maganrega is up. Fast-moving consumer goods, both durable and non-durable, are selling less. Wholesale prices are up. CPI is going up. Onions sell at rupees 100 a kg. Of course, the finance minister, of course, does not eat onions. What do these point to? There is less demand among the people because they have less money and less appetite to consume due to uncertainty and fear. Today, for the first time, the Reserve Bank of India, in a matter of 7 months, has reduced its forecast from the original 7.4 that was made in February 2019, reduced to 7.2 in April 2019, reduced to 6.1, I think a month ago, and today reduced to 5. The UPA lifted 140 million people out of poverty between 2004 and 2014. The NDA has, since demonetization in 2016, pushed millions of people below the poverty line. The economy can be brought out of the slowdown, but this government is incapable of doing that. The economy can be brought out of the slowdown, but this government is incapable of doing that. We think that the Congress has the ideas, but nobody will listen to us. I believe that the Congress and some other parties are better equipped to pull the economy out of the slowdown and push economic growth. But I'm afraid, my friends, we have to wait for better times. Yes, questions? Yes, who's moderating? Please, he will moderate.
Yes, Supriya.
Please keep quiet here. There's 5 or 6 of you, please. Yes.
Government has come up with a plan of disinvestment of many important units, which also includes the Bharat Petroleum. How do you see this?
The Bharat Petroleum is a scandal. Mr. Jairam Ramesh has already pointed it out some months ago. This asking one PSU to buy another PSU is an accounting maneuvering. Government's coffers are filled. That doesn't make any difference to the organization or the company or the economy. Let us see who buys BPCL. That will give you the clue about where the scandal lies.
Anand.
Why do you think the Prime Minister is silent on the state of the economy?
What?
Why do you think the Prime Minister is silent on the state of the economy?
This question should be put to the Prime Minister, but you will not get an answer there either. If the Prime Minister will not answer your question, how can I answer your question? Global slowdown is responsible to the extent that it affects our exports. But exports are only one of the 4 drivers of the economy. The other 3 are entirely the responsibility of the Indian government.
Sanjeev ji.
Sir, just to draw your attention towards the onion crisis. You've been sarcastic about the finance minister.
I was not sarcastic. I was quoting her.
Yes. On her reply on the email. But prices have been around 100 for the last more than 1 month. Do you think it's a mismanagement on the part of the government?
Of course. Of course. They should have planned in advance. What's the point of importing now? When will they arrive? But if the finance minister says, I don't eat onions, that shows the mindset of this government.
Siddharth.
You onion eating people. I don't eat onions.
Siddharth.
Sir, don't you think that government is not ready to accept that there is a economic slowdown in our country? If we go to the statement of finance minister and other ministers that people are seeing film which doesn't reflect that economy has slowed down. So how do you think this? What's your take on that?
I've said it. I don't think they understand even the difference between cyclical and structural. First, they must have people in the government who understand the difference between cyclical and structural. They had a few people, they banished them. Dr. Raghuram Raban was banished, Rajan. Dr. Arvind Subramaniam was banished. Dr. Arvind Panagriya was banished. Dr. Urjit Patel was banished. People who understood these things were banished by this government.
So there is
Samia.
BJP MP in the Lok Sabha who simply made a statement saying that GDP only gave into being in 1934 and is going to soon turn redundant. It is no holy grail to go by. What do you make of the statement?
I've already answered it. GDP is irrelevant. Protectionism is good. Personal income tax must be cut. Customs duty must be increased. This is the way to make India strong. This is BJP's ideas of reforms. If these are the BJP's ideas of reforms, God save this country.
Aditi. Please.
You have to go by the moderator, please.
Yesterday, Union Cabinet passed the citizenship amendment bill, and the bill is expected in Parliament next week. What is the Congress Party's stand on it?
I was told, you can verify this from the party leaders, I was told that the Congress party will oppose the bill.
Asim.
Please listen to the moderator. You search your heart. Is there not fear today? Every businessman who spoke to economists for that special report said, don't quote my name. Rahul Bajaj is tall enough to say that at a meeting. But there's complete fear everywhere. Every institution is gripped by fear. And the media is no exception. I'm sorry to say this. The media is no exception. You are gripped by fear. Please shed fear. Please speak the truth to power. That is the least that the people of India expect. We buy your newspaper. We subscribe to your channel. We want you to speak truth to power. Please go by the moderator, please.
सर आपकी गिरफ्तारी के बाद से कांग्रेस पार्टी लगातार ये कह ही रही है कि ये बदले की राजनीति के तहत आपको
What's he saying?
भेजा गया। सर आपका क्या रिएक्शन है?
What's he saying? My favorite poet, Saint Thiruvalluvar, said 2,300 years ago, Inna Seidarkum Iniyave Seyyakal Yenna Payathodo Salbu. He also said, Inna Seidare Uruttal Avarnana Nannayam Seidavidal. Those who do wrong or evil to you, do good to them. We will not practice vendetta politics. I can only speak for myself. We will not practice vendetta politics. Who practices vendetta politics is for you to decide.
Pallavi. Pallavi.
I'm a better man.